Well, Kenny using a semi-rollout on that situation, trying to get to the outside. But we take a look at Seattle's defensive backs. You look at the coverage. They're in their zone defense. You can see the free safety, John Harris, coming up in the area where Beckman is, number 85. And that's where Kenny comes with the ball, except he throws it behind his receiver. Incompletion.
Penalty here.
Offense, number 66, holding.
A holding call against Brad Buddy. Puts the ball back at the 40-yard line where it's going to be second down and 19. Chuck Muncie has just scored. 20-16 now, the Jets lead. A lot of time, and the pass is almost intercepted. Dave Brown was right in front of the intended receiver, Henry Marshall. Good pressure put on by Jacob Green as Bill Kinney really took a shot back there.
Well, that's a replay of another play we saw before, because Henry Marshall, the intended receiver, he had Dave Brown playing underneath the coverage because he had help from his free safety. It's the second time that Dave Brown nearly comes up with an interception.
Watch Hancock here with a little activity on the line.
Well, he's number 82. That's Gregory Johnson. Johnson does a good job. He holds a little bit, grabs a hold of the jersey. Official doesn't catch it.
Third down and 19 for Kansas City. A deep drop out of the shotgun. Kinney throws over the middle, right down the middle. It's complete to Marshall. A first down at the 18-yard line. Well, they split the seam, and it was open. Ken McAllister, 48, made the tackle, a pickup of 23 yards.
Henry Marshall is a very intelligent football player. He knows how to read defenses. And when you get a quarterback playing the way Bill Kinney is playing today, he throws a perfect pass right in between the seams. You can see there's Henry Marshall waiting, gets down, secures a catch, then he goes towards the goal line. That's a combination of smart playing by the wide receiver Henry Marshall and an excellent throw from Bill Kinney.
You may look back, and that was the big play in this ballgame. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Kansas City at the 18.
Halfback pass.
Yeah, Jarrell Thomas gets it away, and it is touchdown. Carlos Carson. Jarrell Thomas. And boy, what a catch by Carlos Carson.
That was a heck of a catch because the surprise was out of the play by the time Jarrell threw the ball. He came out, he looked up, wanted to throw it. No one there. Then he threw it later. We'll watch Lowry kick the extra point.
The point after is good. There is a penalty marker down. But here's the play. Shovel it back to Jarrell Thomas. He rolls. Now, right here, as you say, the
surprise
situation
element is gone now. Kerry Justin was screaming to the official because I think he feels that he was pushed by Carlos Carson in the end zone, but he didn't get the call.
Now we have, as we indicated, a penalty marker down on the extra point. Referee Fred Silva will march it off. It'll go against Kansas City, and Lowry will have to try the point after.
Offense, number 57, tripping, free kick.
Well, here's the end of that play, and let's see. Well, we really can't tell why Kerry Justin was really arguing with the official, but I assume the reason is he feels that he was interfered with by Carlos Carson.
Jerry Blanton was caught for tripping on that try for the point, so we'll do it over. Lowry boots it through. 49 seconds remaining to be played. Third quarter. Kansas City 14, Seattle 6.
Do you have anything in aviation? the Army's most technical training,
Are there any openings in communications?
is also the Army's most popular training.
I'd really like computers.
So it pays to have a reservation.
Electronics.
If you qualify, you can get a guaranteed reservation for the training you want up to 12 months in advance, even if you're still in high school.
We'll see you after graduation.
This is great.
Thank you. Congratulations.
We weren't planning to go to Midas on our honeymoon, but we didn't have much choice. The brakes on my old Camaro were making a terrible noise, so we pulled into Midas and showed them my guarantee.
And now you're Pat Fitzsimmons?
I am. Used to be. Midas fixed the brakes right away, and because of the guarantee, the brake shoes were free. I guess something always goes wrong on your wedding day. It's a good thing we could go to Midas. Trust the Midas touch.
For every man who has dreamed of honor. NBC presents For Love and Honor, Fridays this fall.
Lowry will kick off. He disputed the extra point.
Well, even with the penalty, that's still just a chip shot for him, Jay. Last 2 years, I think he's been perfect inside the 30.
100 point afters now in his career. That's McAllister at the 10. The 15 gets outside to the 20, 25, and up to the 29-yard line. Pulled down by Ed Beckman, number 85. Kansas City drove down the field, got a very big pass, Kenny to Marshall over the middle, and then it was Jarrell Thomas on the halfback pass to Carlos Carson. 39 seconds remaining, third quarter. Chiefs up 14-6. Spinning away. Bangiero, the noseman, number 74, the free agent, did a good job at 82 and doing a good job out there right now. Made the play at the 27-yard line.
But I think he must have felt like he was trying to tackle a greased pig, because you'll see right here, he thinks he has a stop. But I think he forgets that Mr. Kurt Warner is running the football.
Excellent effort. Second down, about 10. End of the third quarter as the gun sounds here at Arrowhead Stadium. So we have one period to play of regulation football. At the end of the third quarter, the score, Kansas City 14, and we'll be right back after your
Thursday.
Are you still looking for a housekeeper?
What happens when two cute guys
You're hired.
find a beautiful live-in maid?
Hi. Bye.
Their girlfriends want her to get lost.
Whoa.
But you never can tell what'll be going on or coming off when the curtain goes up on We Got It Made, premiering Thursday.
Grand Tree's blown out all the stops for this year's gigantic Labor Day sale happening now. Prices have been slashed 20 to 50% throughout the store. Save $100 on this queen-size sofa sleeper, now just $188. Only $128 buys you this 3-piece bookcase. And our king-size Papasan chair is an incredibly low $118. Don't miss the 20 to 50% store-wide savings during Grand Tree's Labor Day sale. For furniture, new and rental return, shop Grand Tree, where instant credit makes buying even easier.
I thought it would taste good, but not this good.
Diet Coke, yeah, Diet Coke. Look on the taste from Coca-Cola.
I don't care if it's diet or undiet. It tastes great.
Diet Coke, taste Diet Coke. Just for the taste of it. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
Now there's both Diet Coke and new caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Sandy Ing, News Center 5 tonight.
John Magovic, the new head coach of the Chiefs. His club is up 14-6 as we go to the final period. Second down and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. Out of the shotgun. And Dornick is in there. Here's the throw up to Warner. Warner gets out to the 37-yard line. It's a first down. Thomas Howard, number 52, made the stop. Today's game is brought to you by Mazda, who invites you to experience the low-priced Mazda B2000 Sundowner. By Premium Hams Beer, the beer refreshing as the land of sky blue waters. And by Armor All. It's science, but it works like magic. James Walker is the right inside linebacker, number 54 now for the Chiefs, replacing the injured Dave Klug. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Charlie Young going in motion. Zorn on the run. Throws back, and Metzelars couldn't handle it. Metzelars had a chance to make that catch and probably should have, Gene.
You're absolutely right. He should have caught that ball. Jim Zorn throws a very good pass here. This time he's rolling out to his left. Throws a good pass to Metzelars coming across the middle. Oh, I think he was watching the defender instead of the football. Rolls on the ground and he says, why did I miss that?
Second down. Zorn throwing to Largent. Oh, and an incomplete pass. Lucius Smith really racked him. Largent took a shot and couldn't hold on. Incomplete.
I'm surprised that Largent was able to get up because he took a real shot on this play. Lucius Smith times it perfectly, comes up and delivers the blow just as Largent catches the football. Oh, that hurts.
Tough way to make a living, huh? You ought to know. Third down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Kurt Warner going out of the lineup for Seattle. Byron Walker, Steve Largent, and Harold Jackson are all in there. And now a timeout. Zorn wants to talk things over. His club is down 14-6. We have 14:06 left to play in the fourth period. We'll be back with more from Arrowhead Stadium in just a moment.
Now Mazda's got a new sporty truck priced down with other people's base trucks. The Mazda SE5 comes with a 5-speed, radials and spoker wheels, special striping, step bumper, and dual sport mirrors. All standard and all for just $59.95.
Sakes alive!
Mazda SE5.
From the land of sky blue waters.
Whoa! After a hard day in the saddle, that's the best time to settle down with the frosty hams. From the land of sky blue waters, take it easy. Have a Hams. Heads up!
Hams, the beer refreshing. Hams, the beer refreshing.
And enjoy Hams Special Light, too.
Next Sunday at 12:30 Eastern Time, NFL 83 gets us underway. We'll have a look at Baltimore's controversial Frank Kush, the new coach there, and Denver's rookie sensation John Elway. And of course, you'll want to check your local listings for the games to be seen in your area. NFL action on NBC next Sunday. Third and 10. Rushes on, and down he goes. Mike Bell got to Jimmy Zorn, a big sack, and the Chiefs are a happy bunch.
Well, Mike Bell is simply too much for the rookie Matt Hernandez, who's playing for the injured Ron Essick, the left tackle. Too much for him to handle, and you're going to see come from the left side of your screen. There he is. Just flat out beats Hernandez. Gets to Zorn for the sack.
Jeff West to do the punting. Anthony Hancock is downfield deep. Hancock coming up, taking it at the 35. Steps through, gets to the 40, the 41-yard line. A 35-yard punt. Blair Bush, number 59 on the specialty unit, made the tackle. 13.5 to play. Kansas City leading 14-6.
It's easy to forget Valvoline was the first to show you how to save money by changing your own oil. And it's easy to forget Valvoline was the first to put 12 quarts in a handy carry-out case. And And it's easy to forget Valvoline is the choice of leading race drivers the world over. Yep, it's easy to forget all this about Valvoline, as long as you remember Valvoline is everything you need in a motor oil.
Do you have enough homeowners insurance to keep up with building costs? Do you have enough auto liability to pay for a serious accident today? I'm Doyle Olson, a State Farm agent from St. Charles, Illinois. State Farm agents around the country are offering a free family insurance checkup. We'll show you where you stand on your auto, home, life, and health insurance and leave the decisions to you. If you have any questions on your family insurance, see a State Farm agent now.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't miss a primetime baseball special. The hard-hitting Bronx Bombers slide into Milwaukee against the Big Blue Brew Crew. Or Reggie and company take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Only on NBC Sports.
Here's a look again at our early games next week on an NFL doubleheader. At Pittsburgh at Green Bay game. Cleveland and Detroit. Gene and I will be there. Denver and Baltimore. They both won today. Seattle plays at the Jets. First and 10 from the 41. The pitchback comes to Hadnot, number 48. He's been used sparingly this afternoon. Hadnot, the fourth-year man from Texas Tech.
On the carry.
Bruce Scholes, number 58, made the tackle.
Tackled by Bruce Schultz.
I think what Kansas City would like to do at this point, since they're up by 8 points, is to try to run the football, eat some of the time up on the clock. The best running formation for them is a 2 tight end offense. That gives them strength to both sides of the field.
Clock running with 13 minutes to play. Second down and 7. Jarrell Thomas. No gain. Back to loss maybe of 1.
Terrell Smith on the carry. Correction.
Jeff Bryant
Thomas on the carry.
stacking things up on his side. Number 77, defensive end on the right side.
And Jeff Bryant.
Keith Butler, 53, was also in there. Here's a look at it. Ground level view.
Well, the Chiefs have done an excellent job with their offensive line play the entire ball game. But this time, number 77, you see Jeff Bryant grabs a hold of Terrell Thomas.
Third down and 8. Out of the shotgun. Bill Kinney had a good afternoon. And he's in trouble. Back at the 30-yard line. He goes down, and it was Jacob Green. Green leading the way. So the Chiefs will have to give it up. A lot of time left. 12-14 to play.
Well, they've done a good job of keeping Jacob Green away from Bill Kinney all afternoon, but Jacob had an awful lot of determination on his face that time and just sort of dove through there, grabbed Kinney around the ankles, brought him down. Jacob Green, really an outstanding defensive end, but playing in that 3-4 defense, he's not going to get as many sacks as he normally would playing in the 4-3.
Jim Arnold, the young punter, the rookie. Handles a high pass to try to block it. He just got it away. A very short kick. And it goes out of bounds at the 36 or 37-yard line. Kerry Justin was over there, number 26 for the Seahawks. So when we come back, Seattle will have it, down 14-6.
Experience the 1983 Mazda GLC sedan.
Experience.
A luxurious front-wheel drive economy car with contoured bucket seats, 5-speed overdrive, versatile split fold-down rear seats, and almost unbelievable trunk space.
Experience.
GLC sedan. Its performance is unexpected, but its value is just what you've come to expect from Mazda. The more you look, the more you like the Mazda Experience.
There's a feeling that's been grown in this country that we love. It's our guts and grit and energy, the drive to rise above. Go for it, America. You've got the gusto now.
Here's to the guys who are making America great. From the guys who make Schlitz, a great American beer.
Have a Schlitz, America. You got the gusto now. You got the gusto now.
Who's the toughest guy on primetime TV? It's not him. Nope, not him either. This week, the toughest guy on primetime is Larry Holmes. And you can see the champ in action live Saturday night.
We'll knock out NBC and I. We're going to do it together.
With Gene Washington, Jay Randolph at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Chiefs have the lead. Seattle has the ball. There's Dave Craig, the young man out of Little Milton College, doing the charting. It has been Jim Zorn all the way. 1st and 10 at the 37. Zorn straight back. Good protection. Good protection. Ball batted down. Looked like Thomas Howard, number 52, who batted it down. In baseball action today, Baltimore red hot, leading the AL East by 3.5, 9-6 over Minnesota. Cincinnati and St. Louis, the Cardinals won it 5-4. The Cardinals started the day 3.5 out, but they'll pick up a game on Pittsburgh. It was Toronto 6-3 over Detroit. San Francisco bombed Philadelphia 10-4. Montreal 3-2 over the Dodgers. Boston 6-2 over Chicago. 2nd down and 10 at the 37-yard line. And it's complete out at the 45-yard line, and a 1st down on a fine maneuver, as it was Steve Largent who got it to the 50-yard line, stopped by Charles Jackson. Pickup of 13 on the play and a 1st down. Pittsburgh lost to Atlanta 6-5. California in the 8th is leading Milwaukee 5-1. The Yankees have a 4-1 lead over Seattle in the 6th inning. That brings you up to date. Don't forget, now stay with NBC throughout the month of September and through the League Championship Series for the very best of Major League Baseball coverage. 1st down at midfield. Zorn on the run. Penalty markers down. Pass complete to Cullen Bryant. Bryant got it down to the 46-yard line before he was hit by Jerry Blanton.
Tackled by Gary Green. And
Charles Jackson also there. Blanton number 57, Jackson 51, and holding against Seattle. That's hurt them on occasion today.
It's hurt them an awful lot. Mike Bell, I think Mike Bell was being held probably by number 69, Matt Hernandez.
Offense, number 69, holding. 1st down.
Well, let's take a look. On the left side of your screen, there's number 69. You can see Bell coming to the inside. Hernandez has his arm hooked inside of Bell, pulls him down. That's a nice takedown. If there were a wrestling match, you'd probably get a couple of points for that one.
I think you're right. 1st and 20 now. Zorn got rid of it, but he couldn't deliver it to David Hughes. Art Still and Mike Bell, the 2 ends, 67 and 99 were coming.
Jerry Blanton, the inside linebacker, coming.
Pressure by Mike Bell.
Putting the pressure on Jim Zorn, taking advantage of the fact that Seattle is hurting in its offensive line. Ron Essick went out early in the ball game with an injury.
Now they are facing 2nd down and 20. 27-16, the Jets. Wayne Crutchfield has just scored. Blitz on the run, back into the middle. Warner dropped the ball at the 48-yard line.
Well, I think it's Harold Jackson.
I think you're right. 29. I thought it was 28 for a minute. It was Harold Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen Harold drop one quite like that. That's what surprised me.
Well, he hadn't dropped many. But Harold, I think, was guilty of taking his eye off the ball too soon. Jim Zorn does a good job of scrambling. He has a history of doing this and knows how to scramble around and look for a receiver downfield. He throws back across the middle. And watch Harold Jackson. He's going to take his eye off his eye off the ball because he's going to look for there.
Yep, he was looking around to see who was coming.
Can't do it.
Well, now it's 3rd and 20. And now they got to get a big chunk to keep the football. From the shotgun. The pass goes to the tight end, Charlie Young. Young gets to midfield. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Thomas Howard, 52, and Albert Lewis, 29, over there on the tackle.
Well, I don't think they expected to pick up the first down, but by gaining 10 yards or so, getting that ball to Charlie Young, what they've done is put their punter in a better position to back the Chiefs up. Now he's in position to try to kick that ball out of bounds back inside the 20.
Anthony Hancock and Deron Cherry are downfield. And into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this one, and the Chiefs lead it 14-6 over the Seahawks.
Over the years, this table was painted, painted again, and finally antiqued.
To remove all this old paint, you need Formby's powerful paint remover. Formby's is a breakthrough. It works better than any leading brand. Watch Formby's paint remover bubble up years of stubborn paint because it's a special wood formula, an exclusive combination of premium ingredients. I make a powerful paint remover to make your job easier. It's about time.
Homer Formby. No one knows wood as good.
You're about to see the biggest news in small pickups. Ford's new V6 Ranger drop in on America. Ranger's new V6 engine has more horsepower than Chevy's S10 or any import. It's the most powerful V6 in any small pickup. And Ranger has smooth riding twin I-beam suspension here. Plus the widest cab of any small pickup in there. The new Ford Ranger, now with V6 power. It's down to earth tough. Now get special low financing during Ford's summer sell-down.
Tickets are on sale. The charge ticket phone, 924-3333.
We have 9:48 remaining to be played in regulation time. Kansas City operates from their 20-yard line. Bill Kenny, that's quarterback. Carlos Carson and Anthony Hancock, 88 and 82, the wide receivers. Terrell Thomas and Billy Jackson in the backfield. The throw to the far sideline goes to Carlos Carson. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 7. Kerry Justin had the coverage, number 26.
Kerry Justin.
Bill Kinney was originally a Miami draft choice. As we update this one for you, Dan Fouts has just thrown to, looks like, I can't read this. We'll have to double check it. But Dan Fouts has just thrown for a touchdown. 27-22. Second down and 3. Billy Jackson carrying to near the 30-yard line. Robinson and Butler, 57-53. Here to make the play. Also getting up slowly, number 79, Jacob Green. Final score in that Milwaukee, California game. The Angels beat Milwaukee 5-3. Third down and 1. Short yardage offensive alignment. And Billy Jackson appears to have the first down. He does. That Dan Fouts pass was to Duckworth, a 29-yarder, 27-22, the Jets leading. Here's a low-angle view of that little dive that got them the first down, Gene Washington.
Well, I think more importantly is the play of the offensive line than the play of the running back, because that's where it all starts, and Kansas City has done a terrific job with their down linemen, the offensive group, led by Bob Rush in the middle, Brad Buddy, and right guard Tom Condon. Blitz.
Kinney gets it away, beat the blitz. Carlos Carson. Boy, Carson has had a very fine day, and he's working on Kerry Justin, number 26.
Well, Kerry Justin has to give Carlos Carson a lot of room because he's simply so fast. The blitz is on. You can see number 53, Keith Butler, coming through the inside. But they have the perfect perfect play call for it. Carlos Carson goes downfield and just hooks up. Bill Kinney does, as he's done all day long, throws a really good pass. And the result is a first down.
18-yard pickup on the play. Clock running. Hold it, clock has stopped. 8:13 left. Kinney throwing again, and look out! Wide open, Carlos Carson at the 5-yard line. Pete Gregory Johnson on the play.
I think it's Dave Brown. Carlos Carson freezes Dave Brown somehow or other. I think Dave might have been guilty of looking in the backfield, but Carlos just runs by him. He beats him too far. And I think Dave Brown was guilty of looking back into the backfield because Carlos Carson shouldn't be that far ahead of him.
It was Dave Brown. You're correct. The ball just shy of the 5-yard line.
Well, this is a very different Kansas City football team than we've seen in the past. One that relied on the run.
That was a 47-yard play. The Chiefs could put it away if they can score 6 right here. Hand off to Jarrell Thomas. Across the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Jeff Bryant, number 77. Well, at the top of this program, we talked about the new eras for the Seahawks and the Chiefs. John Makovic taking over the Chiefs. Chuck Knox in his first year at the helm of the Seahawks. There's Makovic. His club is leading 14-6, trying to get more with 7.5 to play in the game.
And he's looking at his play selection there. He has a saying that success is a journey, not a destination. And I'll tell you, it's off to a nice journey, it appears, this afternoon.
Beckman goes in motion. The handoff to Thomas. Loss of about a half a yard on the play. Paul Moyer came up to stick him, number 21.
Well, Seattle is a team that never says die, and they got their backs up against the wall. As we watch on the end zone, they do a good job of stacking things up. The problem for the Seahawks, though, is that they're doing it down here when they should have been doing it a little further out in the field, because Kansas City's offensive line has dominated the entire game.
Second down, goal to go. Kinney is 18 of 30 for 245 yards. Carson goes in motion. Kinney to throw over the middle, and right along the goal line, it was taken in by Carlos Carson. He did not get in there. That's Paul Moyer and Dave Brown who held him out.
Well, Carlos is a little upset because he thought that the play, the whistle had been blown. But we'll watch. He gets the ball, and he's just shy of the goal line. Doesn't quite break the plane. No touchdown. Paul Moyer bringing him out to make sure Dave Brown comes over.
They're going to talk it over. They're going to have 4th and 1 coming up. We'll be back with more in a moment.
I'm Manu Tuiasosopo, defensive tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. These are the faces of battered and abused children. I'm glad I'm a United Way volunteer, because United Way does not turn its back on anybody who needs help, especially the abused and battered kids. As United Way volunteers, we try to give love to little children and understanding to parents. I have 2 children of my own, and I can't imagine a parent hurting their own child. But there are more than 1 million cases reported each year. If you really care about children, United Way is the way to help. It's important that they find love. There's a place for them here through the United Way. But you know, there's always room for one more child if people really care and want to help. This is Manu Tuiasosopo reminding you that thanks to you, it works for all of us, the United Way.
The preceding announcement was furnished as a public service by the National Football League. Dick Lowry comes out to kick. The field goal attempt will come from the 9. A 19-yard attempt. Bill Kinney to hold. On the way. some of the fans might not have agreed with that decision by Coach Magovic, I think it was the right one, Gene, because it takes now, with a score 17-6, 2 touchdowns to beat you.
Well, you're exactly right. They could have gone for the touchdown and satisfied the fans, but if they'd missed the touchdown, the fans would have been booing. And you're exactly right. The percentages say put all the pressure on Seattle. Kansas City certainly has the momentum. I think a lot of the people here agree because they're going to beat the traffic. They've already started leaving the stadium.
The Seahawks have never won an opener. Nick Lowry, the last 2 years, has been perfect inside the 30s. He certainly has been the most productive kicker since entering the league. Now in his 4th year, a free agent from Dartmouth.
Jay, I think over the last 2 years, he's only missed 2 field goal attempts inside of the 40. That's
kicking off for Kansas City.
He must have nerves of steel. Doesn't get too flustered about anything.
Seattle, Eric Lane and Ken McAllister.
Eric Lane and Ken McAllister downfield, set to receive the kickoff. 6:18 to play. Lowry boots it. Taken by McAllister. He's on the run. Up the sideline. And he fell down, and now a penalty marker goes down. McAllister just had his feet come out from under him, and now there's, as we indicated, a penalty marker on the play also. This Tuesday night at 8 Eastern, join us for primetime baseball. The Yankees visit the Milwaukee Brewers. Some areas around the country will see the California Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Check your local listings for the game in your area. And now through the League Championship Series. Stay with us, NBC Sports, for the best in Major League Baseball coverage. Back to the 10-yard line it goes. Call went against number 51 of the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Merriman, a linebacker. There's the scoring drive and the 19-yard field goal by Lowry. The penalties against Seattle have been very debilitating to them this afternoon. They spread it out all over the field. Try to get a wide shot for you. There you see it. The director, Mr. Lou Renoni, bringing you the sights and sounds of this NFL action. Torn out of the shotgun, spread out all over the field. The throw is almost intercepted. Jerry Blanton almost came up with it. The pass was intended for Kurt Warner.
Well, Kurt jumped for the ball in that situation, and he really didn't have to.
Broken up by Jerry Blanton.
Zorn throws a nice pass. I think Kurt was trying to cradle the ball. Didn't really need to jump up in the air. The ball hits him in the chest. Nearly an interception. Here's Blanton coming across. Number 51, Charles Jackson.
Second down and 10 from the 9. Again out of the spread. Zorn throwing to Dornick. Dornick has it at the 20. Dornick's got a first down, I believe. Looked like he picked up 10. Very, very close to a first down.
He picked it up.
He got it, a first down. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in regulation time. The attendance today, 42,531. That's the actual attendance here at Arrowhead Stadium. Zorn throwing for Warner over his head. Or for Jackson, excuse me, Harold Jackson. Lucius Smith, number 23, had the coverage up there. 34-29, the Jets. 5:45 left in the fourth period. Dan Founts to Charlie Joyner, a 33-yarder just moments ago. And that one is far from over. They're still putting them on the board out there.
When you play San Diego,
you never have enough, do you, huh?
It's like a tennis match. All you want to do is break
That's Kurt Warner at the 26-yard line. Lloyd Burris made the tackle.
Lloyd Burris.
Burris, number 34. He had a touchdown back in '81 with a Zorn pass as he went 46 yards for the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 34 from Maryland, third-year man, number 3 draft choice, 5 career interceptions, Lloyd Burris.
Well, the Seahawks are going to have to get a touchdown here in a hurry. Clock ticks down, about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Right now they're trying to get a first down. Zorn throwing and couldn't find Dornick over here on the near sideline. A lot of pressure from Mike Bell, number 99. And now Seattle's going to have to give up the football with 4:27 remaining. And the faithful here at Arrowhead applauding this defensive unit.
Well, they should applaud the entire football team. The defense has played good football, but their offensive line has just been outstanding. There you see Chick Harris talking to Dornick on the sideline. Back coach for Seattle.
Jeff West punt coming for Anthony Hancock.
Fumble.
Well, he asked for a fair catch, and he fumbled, and it is going to be Seattle's football.
Paul Moyer, I think, number 21, down there alertly jumping on the football as Anthony Hancock signaled for the fair catch. Came up, and he just dropped the football.
A big break for Seattle. They're still not out of this thing. 4:19 to play.
Well, there he is signaling for the fair catch, number 82, Anthony Hancock. Drops the ball. Paul Moyer alertly jumps on it. Comes up with what could be a very big play for Seattle. If they can get the ball into the end zone, and they have to get it into the end zone, a field goal here at this point really is meaningless.
That's right. They need a touch. The turnovers in the game. Rather error-free game. Over the middle, incomplete. Charlie Young couldn't hold on. Hit him right in the hands at the 25-yard line. Thomas Howard, the linebacker, 52, was there.
Well, Charlie Young got those big mitts on the football, but he just couldn't put it away. Thomas Howard, as you said, right there, very quick linebacker, coming in, knocking the ball away.
Byron Walker comes into the game to replace Charlie Young, so they have Walker 89, Largent 80, and Harold Jackson 29.
Well, the Seahawks have been very guilty of dropping too many passes.
Again, the shotgun for Zorn and the Seattle Seahawks. Zorn going for Largent. Ran out of real estate over there. Lucius Smith had the coverage. Steve Largent came to Seattle in a trade from Houston.
Well, Largent on the outside, number 80, runs a very good pattern, comes down, fakes to the inside, and goes to the outside. He has Smith beat, but there's not a lot of room to throw the football in there. Zorn gets it outside, but just a little too far. When you're going to break back to the outside, you really need to come inside to give your quarterback some room to place that football. They just didn't have enough room to get it in there.
So here is 3rd down and 10 coming at the 37. Byron Walker goes to the left side with Largent, but you're looking at Zorn out of the shotgun. And a catch by Largent, then he lost the football. Dornick has it, I believe, at the 26-yard line for a first down. Dornick alertly pounced on that ball. There's Dan Dornick. Going to med school, of course, at the University of Washington. Played at Washington State. Came from the New York Giants in a '79 trade.
Steve Largent really makes a good catch. Makes a good catch coming back to the ball. Gets his hands on it. Tries to get up towards the first down. Gets the football pulled away, but Dan Dornick, number 33, gets in there and comes up with the recovery.
And it is a first down. 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining to be played as referee Fred Silva winds the clock. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 17-6 Kansas City. Zorn again using the shotgun formation.
They double-teamed Mike Bell. He's a guy who's been giving Seattle so much trouble, but they forgot about number 67, Art Still, coming from the other side. Look at the top of your screen. You're going to see the center, Blair Bush, come out to help the rookie on Bell. They do a good job over there, but from the bottom of your screen, you're going to see him, number 67. There he is. Art Still coming in, getting the sack on Zorn.
Well, they don't call it a sack. Put it back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Zorn throwing, and a fine catch is made by Dornick at the 18-yard line. Well, Dornick has been Johnny on the spot here in the last couple of moments. Gary Green had the coverage number 24. Clock stopped with 3:22 remaining.
That was an outstanding catch on the part of Dornick. Watch this catch. He catches his ball falling out of bounds. Look at it. Turns all the way around. That is a beautiful catch.
No wonder he's in med school with hands like that, huh? Talented. 3:22 remaining to be played. Seattle trying to get back into it. Again, the shotgun. 3rd and 2. Over the middle, wide open. Kurt Warner, touchdown. Kurt Warner, the number 1 draft pick from Penn State. A 17-yard scoring play, and it's not over yet here.
When he got that football one-on-one in the open field, I said things are going to be very tough, and I think it was Gary Green who was on him trying to tackle him. But that's a tough job. That's a very tough job. Let's take a look at how wide open Kurt Warner got. There he is, no one around him. That was Deron Cherry that he faked out. Gary Green coming over later trying to save the touchdown, but to no avail.
That is good. So 3:16 remaining, 17-13, and certainly as you look back at that field goal for Kansas City a short time ago when Makovic decided that was the thing to do with 4th and 1, that field goal looms very large if they had in fact tried to go for it and come up empty.
That's exactly right. Because now Seattle will be in a position to win the ball game with the field goal. Now they must score a touchdown if they're going to win.
Will we see an onside kick with 3:16 remaining?
I don't think so. Well,
both clubs,
I wouldn't do it. I'd kick the ball
both clubs have
down.
2 timeouts remaining, incidentally. 3:16 to go.
2,541. Thank you.
Don't forget, we've got primetime boxing coming up for you next Saturday night. Larry Holmes seeking his 15th straight successful title defense. Goes against unbeaten contenders Scott Frank. Primetime boxing from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Right here on NBC Sports.
Well, Kansas City obviously is preparing for an onside. They're getting their skilled people up there in front just in case Seattle decides to try it. But if Seattle doesn't go for the onside kick and they get the ball back down there, they play good defense, they can force Kansas City into a decision of do they want to throw the ball deep in their own territory, and they may not want to do that.
Chiefs have just 2 people back. The deep man is Anthony Hancock. And Hancock going back, taking it and downing it in the end zone. Come to the 20-yard line. 3:09 left to play. Seattle scoring drive. 6 plays, 37 yards. And credit Dornick with a lot there, as well as that fine play, Zorn to Warner.
Well, Jace, Kansas City, there's Makovic on the sideline. Now his decision here is, does he want to take a chance of putting the ball in the air? Their offensive line has played great football all day long. If Seattle has a chance, they're going to have to rise to the occasion with their defensive unit now and stop them at the line of scrimmage.
Bill Kenny, number 9. He's been a quarterback all day. Done an excellent job. He hands off to Jackson. Jackson getting about 2 or 3. Jackson played at Alabama. 3.9 average in preseason play. Jacob Green, 79 on the tackle. Spot the ball at the 23-yard line. Clock running with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
I would look for a blitz from Seattle because it can accomplish two things. They can fill the gaps if they run the ball. You can stop them short. If they decide to throw the ball, you put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I think at this point they got to forget about the deep pass. They got to try to shut them down right here and get their hands on the football again.
Again, the call goes to Billy Jackson. Jackson is upended by Manu Tuiasosopo, the nose man. A timeout is called by Seattle with the ball at the 27-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, it's decision time now for Makovic, and on the sideline, he's going to discuss it with Kinney. Do you take a chance? Do you throw the ball? What are the possibilities? The ball could get tipped up, could get intercepted. Seattle would have the ball in great field position. I would think that they would tend to keep the ball on the ground and punt it away and put the pressure on Seattle.
Of course, on the other side of the coin is the fact that Simpson and Easley are out of the game. Moyer and Justin are working back there at left corner and strong safety.
Well, they could be discussing the fact that maybe they'll throw the ball from that spread formation, and he's probably telling Kinney, if they do decide to throw the ball, only throw the ball if he feels he has a sure completion. Otherwise, get rid of it, throw it out of bounds.
You saw Kinney's statistics, and now you see the timeouts remaining. The ball is at the 27-yard line. They have to get it across the plane at the 30. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in regulation time. It was 7-3 at halftime. All of the scoring in the first half in the first period.
Well, they're going to their spread.
Let's see if this is the right call. They're coming after Kinney. Kinney throws downfield. Oh, it was almost intercepted. He's throwing in double coverage there as he was finding Carlos Carson double team. John Harris and Dave Brown almost came away with it. And there was excellent pressure put on by Seattle.
Well, they finally got some pressure on Kinney. He played it safe, though. He comes back and he rolls out. This is already predetermined. He's rolling to the sideline. What he accomplishes by rolling to the sideline is that the distance between he and the potential receiver is shortened. The ball is not in the air very long. That makes it a safer pass, except you did point out the fact that he did throw it into double coverage, and he did take a big chance there.
The young rookie All-American from Vanderbilt, Jim Arnold, under a little pressure here. Gregory Johnson downfield to receive the punt.
Could get called here for too much time.
Now the youngster gets away a fine punt. Fair catch at the 27-yard line. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in regulation time. Kansas City leading at 17-13, and the Seahawks have their destiny right in their hands right now.
They sure do. This is an exciting football game. Kansas City has dominated the game up until this point. Anthony Hancock fumbling that punt. That's when things started to turn the way of the Seahawks. We're going to see if they can take advantage of that shift in momentum.
How about this day for Warner? 11 rushes, 93 yards, 5 passes, 66 yards, and a touchdown. The rookie from Penn State. Zorn spreads them out in the shotgun. Zorn throwing and completing, and out of bounds goes Kurt Warner up at the 33-yard line, stopping the clock with 2:06 left to go. In the Jets-San Diego game, Mike Augustiniak has scored on a 1-yard run, and now the Jets have a commanding 41-29 lead with 1:57 remaining. The Jets with a lot of injuries, but they're getting the job done in San Diego.
Seattle is going to be forced to try to get the ball away quickly, because unless they get double coverage.
Here's the pass. Oh, almost intercepted. He dropped the ball, I believe. He dropped the ball.
He dropped it.
He dropped the ball. If they rule Kansas City's ball. It's going to be a very tough call.
He dropped that ball. I think they're going to give it to him right there, though.
I think you're right.
But if we have a chance to watch on the replay, I think you'll see that the ball bounced on the ground.
It sure did. We're going to show it to you. Now watch this. The ball is batted. There, the ball now touches the ground and bounds out.
He catches it on the rebound, but the first time the ball was on the ground.
Again this year at the 2-minute warning, we're going to be treated to some of the most exciting finales in NHL history, and they call those the fantastic finishes. Here is one of them right now for you.
Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes. 1975, Bloomington, Minnesota. Bud Grant senses victory with a 4-point lead over Dallas. The Cowboys are down to their last play from scrimmage. But that man is Roger Staubach. And that pass, known today as the Hail Mary, is complete to Drew Pearson. Dallas wins 17-14.
Here begins a brand new life for America's favorite recyclable beverage container. The stackable, lightweight, quick chilling, unbreakable, all aluminum can. Aluminum preserves the flavor and protects the taste. Aluminum. Its recyclability assures many, many happy returns. It's America's favorite.
We can't wait for tomorrow.
Well, there's the score, and here's this play. The key play in this game, certainly. Watch the pass and watch Lloyd Burruss, number 34. You judge it for yourself right there.
He loses it, hits the ground, pops up, he catches it on the rebound, but I don't think he had control of the ball when it hit the turf.
Kansas City has it at midfield, and the handoff to Jackson. Jackson gets to the 45-yard line. Clock running with 1:50 to play. And underneath the pile, Keith Butler, 53.
on the tackle.
Bill Kenny's had a nice afternoon. 19 out of 32, the touchdown, 247 yards. It's obvious that under new coach John Makovic, these Kansas City Chiefs are going to be much more offensive-minded than they were under Marv Levy. That's Bill Jackson, short of the first down. At the 41-yard line, Paul Moyer, 21 on the tackle. Clock moving toward a minute left to play.
Jay, early in the telecast, we mentioned that Kansas City is concerned about quality control, and one of the things that they look at on offense is when they get the ball in a new series, how many times do they hold the ball for 7 or more plays? Their goal is 50% of the time. And we did a little charting here in the second half, and they have been exactly 50% up to this point here in the second half. They've reached their goal. And the results?
On 3rd and 1, I don't know. They called on Jarrell Thomas, and I don't believe he got there. Keith Butler led the way, number 53, the right inside linebacker. And we'll have to see where they spot that ball down.
Number 3.
Seahawks take a timeout, and we probably will have a measurement. There's Chuck Knox talking with the referee, Fred Silva.
And he's still talking about that ball that bounced on the ground. You can read his lips. He is really upset about that. That's a big play. It's a pivotal play. They had a chance. Of course, the officials don't have the benefit of the replay.
No, and, you know, though sometimes they get blocked on occasion. 20-10, the Raiders over Cincinnati. Miami shuts out Buffalo. Denver over Pittsburgh. The Rams beat the Giants. Minnesota with a victory 27-21 over Cleveland. Atlanta got past Chicago. New Orleans a winner today over St. Louis in the Dome. Green Bay 41-38. That game was an overtime game. 29-23. Baltimore a winner over New England. Detroit shuts out Tampa Bay. The Jets are leading San Diego 41-29.
Jim Arnold in punt formation.
Well, Arnold's going to go in punt formation. 32 seconds left as he did not get the first down.
John Harris.
The Seahawks are out of timeouts. 32 seconds remaining. It was 7-3 halftime, the Chiefs. 14-6 at the end of 3. The Chiefs. Seahawks have a touchdown. The Chiefs have a field goal in this fourth period, 17-13. And now another get-together with referee Fred Silva and his staff and the players huddled around. It's been a hard-fought game, Gene.
Very physical game, but I think the key to this football game has been the play of Kansas City's offensive line. Coming into the game, we thought it would be a weak spot for them. This turned out to be a big plus this afternoon.
Delay, number 6.
Oh, the delay puts the ball back at the 45-yard line. And the Chiefs had some great going with Kenny, Carlos Carson, Henry Marshall, Anthony Hancock today. They try to block it. He got it away. And it is bounding out of bounds. And it's going to be, well, we've got a penalty marker down. It looked like the right side of Kansas City's line was off. Seattle's line was off. That's right. But now we'll wait and see what the call is going to be. Offside. They're going to refuse it. So Seattle will get the football down at the 13-yard line. John Malkovich.
Hold him on electronic. Tell him to get this stuff on radio so you got another drag it.
And he has watched his club play a very fine opener, but it's not over. 25 seconds remaining. And there is Chuck Knox. To be frustrated by the activities here in this third quarter, or in the third and fourth quarter. Zorn out of the shotgun. Zorn throwing for Warner. Oh! A fine play by Deron Cherry. He stepped up in front of Warner at the last second.
Deron Cherry.
Well, that's not a very smart thing for Jim Zorn to do. You don't jeopardize your star running back by throwing a pass like this. The only thing that can happen is that he's going to get hurt. The defensive back is behind him. You throw the ball down there, he's a sitting target. You don't do that.
Well, and he is shaken up. What a day he's had. Kurt Warner missed the third preseason game. Still had a 4.5 rushing average on 72 yards. Caught a pass and scored a touchdown in the preseason. Young man from my home state, Pineville, West Virginia.
I was waiting for you to get that in.
Yeah, you know I wouldn't let it pass. The executive producer of NBC Sports is Michael Wiseman. Our coordinating producer for NBC's football is Ted Nathanson. Today's game has been produced by David Neal, directed by Lou Rainoni. Our technical director, Neil Flagg, the associate director, Brian Orendich. And we want to thank all of our crew here in the booth, all the gang. We always get tremendous support from the folks here in Kansas City. 17-13, the Chiefs. the Jets 41-29, a final score from San Diego. Seconds remaining. Zorn up the middle, tipped, intercepted, coming back with it. Lloyd Burris. Burris, who made the controversial interception, comes up with this one, and there was no question about it. And this one is history here at Arrowhead Stadium. Chuck Knox coming across. 17-13 Kansas City. We'll be back in a moment.
Like a lot of people, I'm taking better care of my body. Better care of my skin, too. With Skin Bracer Aftershave. Shaving is rough, so I use Skin Bracer. It cools and smooths skin. Tightens pores. That's the tingle. Smells great, too. But Skin Bracer's not cologne. It's skin care that feels good. That's why more men are saying, thanks. I needed that.
Skin Bracer, now in spice, too. Takes care of men who take care of their skin. Skin Bracer Aftershave.
By men.
This bud's for everyone who's getting the 1984 Olympic Games ready for the world. Take teamwork, and Budweiser is proud to be part of that team.
For all you do.
This Bud's for you.
Kansas City won it 17-13. For Gene Washington, this is Jay Randolph reminding you tonight on NBC, The Powers of Matthew Starr at 7 p.m., Knight Rider at 8. NBC Sunday night movie, Deadly Treasure of the Piranha. That's at 9, all tonight on NBC.
Promotional fee has been paid to NBC by United Airlines. We serve more of this land's top 100 business centers than any other airline. Fly the friendly skies.
This has been a presentation of NBC Sports, the leader in innovative sports television.
Hey, Siebert, gonna take more than your great arm to beat me today.
Sure, my foot, Bradshaw.
Tom's foot is wearing new Spaldings.
It's gonna take more than your great arm to beat me.
My foot, Siebert.
Terry's foot is also wearing new Spaldings. The great arms are ready.
Yeah, but you're wearing Spalding.
Of course I'm wearing Spaldings. I've been wearing them for years.
Should be a great match, because a great arm is one thing. A great foot is Spalding.
Available at these fine stores.
At Pacific Stereo's Labor Day sale, cash in on big savings. Save on audio. These Advent speakers deliver full, rich sound, $49 each. Save on more audio. This Hitachi cassette deck with Dolby is $99. Save on car stereos like this AM/FM cassette player with speakers, $69. Save on a Magnavox Color TV, 25-inch screen remote, $499. Save on audio, video, and computers during Pacific Stereo's Labor Day sale.
Something's happened to Anna's Good Seasons. You could taste all the herbs and spices. Anna's Italian dressing never tasted so lively. Anna's Italian never had all these herbs and spices. New improved Good Seasons. Now you can taste the onion, garlic, sweet bell pepper, all the herbs and spices better than before. Still tastes the same to me. What? Delicioso. New improved Italian. Now more than ever, a little Good Seasons has a lot more taste.
Try new classic herb, too.
What's the matter, Ralph?
I can't sleep. I'm worried about the phone company.
If you've got any question about any of the changes taking place at Pacific Northwest Bell, don't worry. Just call our toll-free information number, 1-800-555-5000. We'll get you the information you need, and we'll even send you a free For Your Information booklet.
Feel better, Ralph?
Much better.
Because at Pacific Northwest Bell, we want to keep you in touch.
Lou Gellos, News Center 5 Sports.